subcontractor insurance requirements. What's it take? We're gonna hit it real quick. As entrepreneurs and business owners, we know that if we have a clear plan, anything becomes possible. And if you can have a clear plan, a clear process to create that plan, and a way to create clarity with your partner or spouse, you can drive to amazing heights. All right, so if you're a subcontractor, or if you're looking to become a subcontractor, there's three primary areas you need to look at for insurance. Number one, state, federal, whatever the government requirement. Two, your agent. Your agent's going to be very valuable. And then three, whatever the contract is with anybody that you happen to be working with. All right, we'll hit those. So with this, and in my book, The Aspiring Solopreneur, or you can go to aspiringsolopreneur.com, we've got a whole course set up to help you figure out how to get all these questions. But first and foremost, remember that as a subcontractor, you are 100% accountable for making sure that these things get taken care of. But it doesn't mean you have to do it all. You do have to find the right people around you. So the number one, or the first place we start at is, what is the government requirements? And this is something that's fairly easy. It just takes a little bit of time, and a lot of times actually your insurance agent can help you, or even your accountant. So when you start, ideally you build a team of advisors, people around you that you trust and value. I usually start with a great small business accountant, because they're going to know great small business attorneys, small business insurance people, things like that. But start with that accountant and say, hey, what do I need to know? Are there any high-level insurance things that I need to be aware of with this type of industry? Now, there could be E&O, which is errors and omissions. It could be liability. It could be a variety of different tools. But is there something that the state's requiring? This could be around if you have licenses, something that you have to be compliant with, number one. Number two, find an insurance agent. And with this, please make sure you find a great small business insurance agent. Not somebody who sells car insurance, and they can do this. They may not know what the hell they're doing. Investing the time to research and vet and find the right insurance agent is going to know your area better than anybody else. And it changes between state and city and municipalities all over the place. So start with this. Find that insurance agent. And then ask your insurance agent three questions. Or the way that I like to prioritize, and we talk about it in the book, is get the insurance agent to help you understand what is the insurance I absolutely positively have to have, should have, and would be nice to have. What is the stuff that says, yeah, for me to be legal, I've got to have this, bare minimum. Because then you can decide how much does this cost, and how much risk is associated with it. The should haves are, these are things you probably should have just in case. And that's the intention of insurance. And I've used insurance. Insurance is very valuable when it's used in the right way. But unfortunately, some unscrupulous agents will try and sell you everything under the sun. So what is the stuff I legally have to have, must have? Second, what are the things that I should have? Okay, that'd be nice to end. And then lastly, what would be the things that would be nice to have? And then at that level, it's going to kind of depend on what your risk tolerance level is at. Where are you? How comfortable are you with what levels of risk? And from this point, you say, okay, I have these things. It's going to cost me this much. That means that I'm going to have to add this much to my rate, whether it be $1 an hour or contract rate or whatever it is. And is this going to preclude anything, or is this going to help me sleep better at night? All right. So the third space that you need to go when you're looking for figuring out what you need for insurance is, are there specific speculations within your subcontractor agreement? A lot of times there will be. And that's fine, but make sure that you understand it. And are there different types? So sometimes they may require that you have workman's comp, that you may have, errors and omissions, different types of insurances that I mentioned, so that in the unlikely, and hopefully never ever happens, event something bad happens and somebody gets sued, well, they will sue the parent, whoever you're working with, and likely they're going to add a rider that goes after you. Please don't get worried about this. That's what insurance companies are there for. If you have an issue, boy, you do the best you can to avoid them, but sometimes you can't help it. Something happens. And if it does, easy enough, hand it off to the insurance agent and let it go. But sometimes there are very specific speculations within the contract. And actually, a good quality insurance agent will say, hey, let me see what your subcontractor agreement says, and we'll look at it. Because they may require that you have $5 million worth of liability insurance. It's like, wow, that's a lot. maybe you can negotiate those things. But long story short is don't let this preclude you from, or stop you from going out and doing your own gig. But make sure before you actually pull the trigger that you're aware of it, because in some cases it can be a pretty hefty cost associated with it. But start with what's the state, federal government, municipalities, what are they requiring? Talk to that really great local small business insurance agent. And again, I have questions on how you can do that. And then lastly, go and figure out what is the contract stating that you absolutely have to have. When you do that though, you're covered, you're going to be able to sleep better at night. So if you found value in this, hey, please subscribe to this channel. Check out some of our other videos. And if you're interested, we've got a whole course at aspiringsolopreneur.com that helps you very, very safely vet, define your ideas, vet it, build it out, and very safely transition into your dream life. So if you have any questions, please reach out. Keep smiling.